Anticipation.
Hey you guys, it's Friday. Welcome to the Donovan Sadiq Show. I am Donovan Sadiq, and it's another week. And I am located here at my favorite base, March Air Reserve Base in Moreno Valley, California, Riverside, California. This is my first duty station and my last duty station. I retired here, and a very, very historic base. But what I want to talk about is, you guys know on the show, Don't Believe the Hype, we always talk about entrepreneurship and businesses, because let's face it, in California there are no jobs unless you want to work at a warehouse and just be in a services business. So you've got to have an entrepreneur spirit. So I'm going to introduce you guys to a good friend of mine who also went to high school in Okinawa, Japan. Of course, she went to the wrong high school, but
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Kadena is way better.
Right. Yeah,
Better.
sure. Okay, all right. Yeah, now that the delusions are done, I'm going to introduce you guys a good friend of mine. Her name is By Leann, and she has a company that is known as Baskets by Leann. So, she's kind of nervous. So, she's one of those shy type, but she was like that girl in school that, she would like throw a rock and then act like she didn't do anything. So
I sure would.
Yeah, she's that type. So
if you dared me to do something, I was doing it.
You're going to do it.
I didn't care what it was.
Right. But basically, we have to get into the mind spirit of, black ownership, or just ownership in general. I don't care if you're Hispanic, Asian, whatever, ownership in general. But in the black community, we're the biggest consumers, but we don't produce anything.
Especially women.
Well, you guys produce a lot of children, so.
Hey, but that's only because it's the man's fault.
Right.
Okay?
Oh, it's our fault. Got it. Well, like my mom said, never mind.
We're not going to go there.
Yeah, we're not going to go there on a Friday. But, Leann, tell us a little bit about your business. What I want to know, first of all, is it is Christmas time. I don't have a lot of money. I'm a retiree, so I don't have I'm on a set income for myself. So, I want to give gifts, but I don't want to go above and beyond. You don't want
to go in the hole trying to get everybody something.
Right.
Well, I have the perfect solution for that, because here at Baskets by Leann, I customize pretty much any type of basket. Okay. Just give me the price range that you're looking for, what type of basket you're looking for, and I can produce a basket that'll be in your budget, that'll be just as nice to give to family, friends, loved ones, even people you don't like.
Right.
That you have to get a gift for. Because
Right.
It'd be people out there like that.
Yeah, well, or you have an office party, you got to bring a gift,
and
or
you
something
don't want
like
to.
you don't want to. You just say, hey, do something like that. But no, I watched a lot of your baskets, and as a matter of fact, you guys are going to see some of the her baskets on the website, and also on the podcast. That's one of her products, and I've been looking at your wine one, which is really good, and then I bought a tea one from you, I believe.
Yep, the teapot one with the frog teapot.
With the frog teapot,
yes.
And I also bought the...
you bought a spa basket.
Spa basket,
yes.
Exactly. So, and I bought both of those for less than $70.
You bought them, they were... Yeah, 65.
About $65.
Yeah, 65 for two baskets.
Right, and since we're on base, does that include tax?
Taxes are included in the basket.
Right, in the basket. Okay,
yes.
Awesome.
Because we are,
right.
a tax-free base where you're not charged taxes anyway.
Right.
The tax is actually included in the price of the basket. And the baskets are very, very efficient. And because we are at a reserve base, just about everybody here is on a budget, is on a not low income, on a one income.
No. Say what it is.
It's low income.
Because for people to think that military people make a lot of money, that is not true.
That's not true.
That is not true. Unless you're a colonel.
A captain or a colonel.
A colonel and above, you're making a lot of money, but everybody else is kind of struggling. But tell us, how did you get into the business of what you're doing? I mean, like I said, like me, I'm not a business person. I mean, I know myself.
Okay.
I'm not into that. But what made you decide to say, you know what, I'm going to go work for myself versus working for somebody else?
Okay, well, it started because I used to love my job. I used to work in property management. I used to manage apartment communities. And I had to stop working in 2009. And so the better choice was for me to start my own business. I do...
I mean, like what? I mean, you start your own business, but I mean, like what?
I was going to say something, but then I didn't want to go that
way. No, don't go that
route.
Okay,
I had started my business because I do have a chronic illness that I suffer from.
Sure.
And so it got to a point where it was very, very hard for me to continue working the job
Yeah.
I was working because of all the walking up and down the stairs. So because we used to do gift baskets for our new residents and have them in the apartment as like a welcome home gift, when I had to stop working in 2009, I started my own business doing gift baskets.
Okay.
My gift baskets are not specifically for an apartment or a house. I customize baskets to whatever the
You want.
customer needs. Wine baskets, tea baskets, coffee
So
baskets.
if I'm going to an adult party,
you
I'm
can
good.
get some freaky.
right, okay, gotcha.
Because I can do that too.
Right, but basically, if I say I want a specific basket, you can put that together as well.
I sure can. I have standard baskets that I normally do that are here on my booth, but I also do customized baskets. So if you're looking for specific items, then you just let me know what items that you're looking for.
And you'll get them and put them
Yes,
together.
I can get them and put them together in a basket. And now, the only thing with the customized baskets is, depending on what you want in the basket, it may be a little pricier, just depending on, like, if you wanted a certain amount of a bottle of wine or anything like that. It might be a little pricier, but usually my baskets are very cost efficient.
Right.
They go anywhere from $10 and go all the way up to $75.
Right.
But if you wanted something specifically done, there may be an additional charge for that.
Okay. How long have you been in business?
I have been in business for about 5 years now.
5 years. Wow.
Yes.
Well, one thing about your business that I think is very unique is you can do this business. It isn't like a one-trick pony. Like you're only open during Christmas time. You can do this all year long.
Yes, I am open all year round. And birthdays,
Valentine's.
Valentine's Day. I also do Valentine's Day and Mother's Day. I do flowers.
Okay.
I do the dozen roses or the bouquets of flowers, just depending on what the customer desires. So whatever the customer needs, I am here to please.
Okay, great. You also have a partner in crime, Miss Lana's Boutique. Tell us a little bit about that.
Lana's Boutique is also located here in the lobby area of the Base Exchange. She sells a lot of the original tops, ponchos, just clothing, accessories, hats, purses, wallets, pretty much everything that you need. If you're going out and you have no idea what to wear, you can come visit Lana and you'll be able to find a whole outfit.
I noticed here too, a lot of you vendors here that have your little businesses, your little booths and your little, what do you call those things?
Kiosks.
And your little kiosks. A lot of you guys are women. And is there any particular reason why it seems like it's more, women out doing,
Well, for my business specifically and for Lana's business specifically, I don't find too many men that want to sell women's clothes. Even though they probably make a killing.
Right.
And I don't find too many men that are creative as far as, putting baskets and things together. And then a lot of times women are the ones that have the ideas to come out and do things because, for one, we know what other women like.
Right.
And women are usually the ones shopping. So to be a woman and to have a business, it kind of just gives you, like a platform for other women, whether, you're still working and just looking for something to supplement your income. It's always something that you can get into because, for one, you work for yourself and you don't have to worry about anybody telling you what to do. And we do pay a small commission to be able to sell up here, but there's no overhead that we have to pay in order to sell up here.
Right. Now, in what you do, selling baskets, what's more harder? Is it more putting the baskets together or talking to the people if I'm figuring out what they want, like selling the business itself?
Well, for me, I don't really have a problem with either because I love to talk. I talk to people all day long. A lot of people think I work for APs because I'm greeting people. They're pulling out their IDs, ready to ID check and stuff like that. So it's not too difficult putting the baskets together because I have a general idea in mind when it comes to a certain basket, what is going to go in the basket and what I need. It tends to be a little more difficult if somebody is ordering specifically, something altogether different that I've never done before, because then it might be a little, problem with finding out what size basket I need or how big the basket is going to have to be, and is it going to be sturdy enough to hold everything in the basket. But I've been doing this for so long, I can do it in my sleep.
Right. Now, I know that as a concessionaire with the military, do you travel? Because a lot of concessionaires, they go to different bases.
Different bases.
What about you? Are you just I know this is your home base,
Yes,
but
this is my home base right here, and I have always wanted to, try a different base, like maybe Pendleton or
you'd make a killing on
Edwards.
Pendleton, right?
I've heard that the
LA Air Station.
Yes, I've just never really had the opportunity to be able to go to one of those bases because our manager would need to get in touch with their manager,
transfer the
and because
paperwork.
we've had 4 managers in the last 3 years,
Gotcha.
It's a little difficult to actually get something like that started. But starting in 2019, I will be hitting up the other bases.
Oh, right on. Okay, great. That sounds great.
I meant 2019.
2019. That's what you said.
Oh, I thought I said 2018.
No, you said 19.
Okay, I'm right.
You're good. You're good. She gets a little nervous when she's on the radio.
I
so,
do,
but,
even if I'm not being visible by the public.
Which is kind of funny because, like you said, you do talk to everybody when you come in and stuff.
Yes.
So, but then you give a mic in your face. Oh,
then I'm
she's
like,
right. Before we forget, if I wanted to place an order, have you got your website up yet?
No, I have not got my website up. My website won't actually be up and running until next year.
Okay.
Yes, and I will have a complete website where you
phone,
can actually
email, all that good stuff.
Email. But if you have an idea of what type of basket you want, then I can text you a picture of the basket. And if that's kind of like what you want, then I can do the basket up for you accordingly.
So in 2019, you're going to have a website where people can order from the Reddit
online,
website and bring it down. Yeah,
exactly. Have it shipped to anywhere in the United States.
Now, the shipping is in
the shipping is going to be an additional cost.
Okay,
yes.
Gotcha. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's what you expect. That's what people are doing.
Well, they charge me to ship it, so I have to charge you to ship it. I mean, that's just how the business works. But by me shipping it with my own account for my shipping, it won't be as costly for me to ship it for you than it would be for you to actually go to the post office and
pay
ship it yourself.
The shipment. Got you.
And you always want to make sure the basket is packed properly.
Gotcha. That's true because a lot of damage happens and people want to get all upset and everything like that. So, but let me just go back because on my show we talk a lot about what's going on in the Black community and stuff like that. Now, I know you're what I call on the show a mixed nut.
Yep, I'm the crazy one.
Right. You come from mixed heritage and everything like that. So, as a Black woman, how hard is it to start a business?
I think the hardest part is finding a business that you think is going to make money for you and also do something for the community.
Okay.
So once you have an idea, it's not really hard to get going with that idea, just depending on how far you want to pursue it. Do you just want to be able to sell in one place and just use a seller's permit? Or do you actually want to be stationed in your own storefront where you would actually need a business license? That does cost extra money to get, but you're able to shop wholesale, from any place that you go to, shop wholesale. You won't have to pay any taxes. You get you get it for what the store is getting it from. So it's actually not real hard, but you have to have the determination, education.
Right. So, and that's where I'm kind of going with it. If I wanted to open a business and I got that, girl, how successful would I be?
You're not going to be good at all.
Okay.
Not if you're talking to people like that.
Right. Well, I mean, it's honest because a lot of people, they think, I'll just open a business and
then everything is going to be all peachy keen, hunky dory. And that's a lot of work goes into opening up a business because the hardest thing I think once you get your business established is establishing a clientele. And making your product good enough and different enough from year to year that your regular customers want to continue shopping. If I sold the same baskets from month to month, from year to year, my regular customers wouldn't come see me because they would be like, well, I just got that basket from her last year.
Right.
So every year, for my business, it's actually more difficult because every year, every month, I have to come up with something different, new ideas. But I have a very creative mind, so I tell you, I put anything together.
Okay. Well, and that's what I like about your basket because you can create. If you're a creative person, but I have an idea that I'm gonna give it to you.
And let me run with it.
I'm gonna let you run with it, but I want my percentage now. And guess what? And I bet you never even thought about this. You will be a millionaire with this idea.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Well, whip it on me.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You need to start selling weave baskets.
You mean like where I am weaving them myself?
No.
Okay.
Hair weave baskets.
Now, see, I can honestly say something like that would be difficult for me because.
Why? You just get the bundle, put it in the package?
But being a mixed breed, I've never had to wear a wig. I don't know the difference between real and synthetic.
That's when you get your friend that does do it, and they take you over there and show you how to.
Find me that friend,
okay,
and I will work out that idea for you.
Because I guarantee you. I mean, you'd make money just off of that because, it's a unique idea.
It is.
Bundles are not cheap. If you're getting the good stuff, you get the good yak, whatever.
That's true.
And the reason I bring that up is because one of our shows, for those that remember, they were choking out black women in an Asian beauty store, right?
Yes, I remember.
You remember that?
Was when, yes, I remember that a couple months ago.
And everybody, and all these women were upset, oh, you black men aren't defending us and whatever, right? And then the owner of the store put out 50% off on hair weave, and all the black women lined up.
Of course.
The protest was over. The problem was done.
Was over because you want to get it for a good price.
Exactly.
But then you also want a good piece.
Okay.
So that would be something, but you would actually have to, really have to budget for something like that because you have to be able to get specific wigs. Then you have to be able to get the styles that they want, plus the different colors, because I've seen wigs that come in purple, yellow, pink,
Well, not wigs, weaves.
Weaves, but still
Same
the
thing.
same. I mean, them tracks come in all them colors too, because I've seen people sew them right in their head just to have that one little.
Thus, our last show, we said queens or clowns. When you got all those colors, it looks like a clown to me. But that's just my opinion.
If you think about a clown suit, it's like a rainbow suit. You got 50 different colors in a clown suit.
There you go. So are you going to expand the business? Are you comfortable expanding the business or kind of being right where you're at? Because, some people, I'm not saying, you want to be greedy or nothing like that, but okay, here's a good example. The Trump Organization. People think the Trump Organization is just this massive Jeff Bezos Amazon operation, and people don't really know the Trump Organization is the immediate family, Donald Trump, his kids, and maybe a few lawyers here and there. It's like maybe 8 or 9 people. See, so they don't want to expand outside of it. Basically, they want all the money coming to them.
Yeah, because they're greedy.
Right, but I'm just saying, in the aspect of your business, if somebody wanted to come to you and say, "Hey, I want to partner with you," or something like that.
I've never had anybody come and ask me to partner, but I have had people ask me if I was hiring.
Right. Okay.
Which I've done that in the past. Just on really busy day, like especially Valentine's Day. The day before and after Valentine's Day, when I'm putting my bouquets of roses together, sometimes it's nice to have somebody there that can collect the money as I'm doing the bouquet.
Right.
With stuff like that, it tends to get work, especially around Christmas time. I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm just like running back and forth because I've got, extra baskets underneath. Plus, I'm still doing customized baskets. I have had customers bring me everything that they wanted to put in the basket, and I just had to put it in a basket and, wrap it up and do everything like that. So it's always nice to have a little help. But because I am one of the smaller businesses, I don't really have the money to pay extra people or to
Not
have
yet.
Somebody here long term,
Right.
as of now.
Right, but 2019 looks like it might be a different.
It's going to be a completely different story.
Okay.
I am going to have my shipping people. I'm going to have my packing people. And I'm even training my daughter-in-law to learn how to put the baskets together.
Okay, so you're bringing in the family to help with that. Now, how long do you expect to be doing this business?
I expect to be doing it until people decide that my stuff is just not good anymore and nobody wants to buy anything. When they wash me out,
or the competition comes in.
Yeah, or competition comes in. But I'm telling you, I'm a fighter.
Okay.
So you let that competition come in, and all I have to do is create something else.
Right. So let me ask you this.
Can't get rid of me.
Right. So let me ask you this, because like I said, we try to highlight these businesses, especially with black women.
Especially.
Not everybody is business oriented. They just aren't. They think they are, but they're not.
Yeah, that's true.
Your background. Tell us a little bit about your background, where you come from. Are you a LA native? What's the story?
Not. Thank goodness. But I am what they classify as a military brat.
Yes.
So, with that being said, I was raised in a military family. My dad was in the Air Force, so I pretty much spent my childhood growing up in different countries, different bases. Moving to California when I was 15 years old is my very first time ever being in a public school.
Okay.
So it was very different for me. It was like a culture shock because, you know, when you're overseas on a base, it is completely different.
And a lot of people don't know this.
From
when you're on a DoD school, that's a private school.
It is.
A lot of people don't know that, so.
And my graduating class was 27 people.
Right.
So you can imagine.
Well, you went to Kadena. They weren't very bright over
Well,
there.
you know what? Something wasn't no better anyways. I don't know why you keep trying to throw this up there, Donovan. But, you know, all I have to say is that I graduated with honors, okay? I got my degree in the education that I needed to, if I ever wanted to do something like that, I would be able to. But what inspired me to actually start my business was my mother, because my mother owned her own accounting business.
Okay.
And my mother always used to explain to me it's always better to work for yourself than it is to work for somebody else. And with her having an accounting business, you know, she's always been my rock, you know, my guidance.
Right. How long have you actually worked? Like I first started working at 14 under the summer hire program.
Okay.
At Camp Butler. That's at Camp Foster. That was my first ever working experience, and I've been working for time. I was 14. Up until I retired from the military, so that was my working experience.
Yes.
Because a lot of these young people out here, you know, they're dealing with the digital age. Like I said, you're kind of old school, but you're also getting some new school stuff in there, which is great. You're going to the website.
Knowledge is power.
However, these kids think that it just happens, and it doesn't. You've got to put the work in. You got to have a work ethic. If you don't have a work ethic,
nothing's going to work out for you.
Because the thing is, Shantae, you're here Monday through Friday, correct?
Monday through Sunday.
Through Sunday.
Yes.
7 days. You're on a military base, so there's some open days.
Especially during the holidays, usually I'm here Monday through Saturday because I always usually take Sundays off. But during Christmas time, I'm here 7 days a week because I have customers that'll call me, that'll come in early in the morning and need something.
And the big reserve guys are coming in, getting their stuff in.
On the UTA weekend. So you always, you know, as far as your business goes, depending on where your business is located, you always want to pay attention to the people that are coming in, what times they're coming in. You know, we're here at an older base. A lot of older people, they tend to shop first thing in the morning, you know, so you have to be here because if your business is, you know, developed on you make money if you're there, you're never going to make any money if you're always taking days off.
Right. So you got to have a good work ethic to start.
You have to have a good work ethic, especially when you work for yourself, because if you're not there making that money and you don't have anybody else there making that money, your business is going to suffer. Now,
let me ask you this. I'm a young lady or young man, and I'm just starting out. I'm 23, 24 years old. I have just had a child, or I'm on my second child, whatever the deal is.
Okay.
What are statistically the odds of me being successful? I mean, I'm of the firm belief you are as successful as you want to be. How much work you're going to put into it.
And that is very true, because I could come up with a business idea and not really initiate it and expect somebody else to do it for me, but they have no idea what the heck I'm thinking. So how are they going to start up a business that I initiated if I'm not even going to be there to work?
So if you had to give advice to a young person, would you tell them, oh, you messed up your life, it's over, just get on
No.
Or would you just tell them to keep trying?
I would tell them to keep trying because anything is possible. You know, as I was stating before, I suffer from a chronic illness since I was 15 years old. So I've spent a lot of time, you know, the majority of my life in and out of hospitals. But I have been working since I was 15 years old. And I have always, my mom instilled a good work ethic in me, you know, as far as, you know, be able to take care of yourself. And never let your dreams go, because when you have dreams about stuff, you keep pushing and pushing until that dream actually comes true. My dream was to open up my own business. When I was younger, I had no idea what type of business I was going to open up. Okay. I knew I was good at a lot of things, but creativity comes natural.
Okay.
And especially when you have a business that, you know, I kind of think about how is it going to be in the future? Are they going to be able to replace me with a robot? You know, having robots, you know, making
Which
baskets
is what they're doing,
and stuff. They're replacing. I mean, technology is coming up so fast.
Right.
So I try to find a comfort business. You know, a business that'll give people warmth and joy. You know, because I will tell all my customers that come in, you will never go into a regular store and find one of my baskets sitting on the shelf. Everything is done with love and care. Everything is different.
Unique, handmade.
Everything is personalized. Everything is made with love, compassion, and
feeling
realness.
feeling into
go.
it. You put your feeling into
go.
it.
So it's not difficult to start a business. You just have to come up with an idea and work for what you want.
Okay, gotcha. So we can find you here, especially during Christmas time, 7 days a week.
7 days a week from 9:30 to 6.
And we're going to be seeing a website in 2019.
That is true. I am looking middle to end of January.
Okay, great. Well, we're going to keep in touch with you and follow up with you on this. I think you're doing very, very well. Like I said, I bought 2 baskets. I'm going to buy a few more baskets.
Yes,
before
you
we
will.
you have that strong arming tactic too.
Yeah.
That's good. You got to do that too. But no.
Well, you have to keep your customers.
Right, exactly.
So you have to stronghold them sometimes.
Sometimes. But no. Trust me. If it wasn't a good product, I definitely wouldn't be here. Like I said, I'm on a fixed income. It's not too expensive, but it's not cheap either. I want to give a nice gift, something that's different.
Yes.
Why not? And then, like I said, I don't have any kids at home. So a lot of my friends, I go to parties where you want like a certain gift. You can say, hey, here's some tea, here's some vodka.
I can make you a gift basket if you want some more kids.
Oh, no, yeah, no. I'm too smart for that. No, but hey, you guys have been listening to the Donovan Sadiq Show. We are definitely going to keep you guys informed about local entrepreneurs and especially what's going on in the black community and showing you guys that there are black businesses out there, there are black veterans out there, there are black leaders out there, and as you know, there's going to be a wave of women coming into Congress very soon. So you guys. A whole bunch of them, and so you guys that are listening better start paying attention to what's going on because those that do not know what's going on are going to be left behind. And if I was a young woman and I was looking to I'm thinking about a business, the only way you really learn about a business is from somebody who has a business.
That is true.
So I want to thank you for coming on to the show and doing all that stuff.
Thank you, Donovan. I appreciate it.
Yes. I mean, how bad was it?
It was good.
You got relaxed? Did you need?
I did get relaxed, because
she's got some Irish coffee. She's got some Irish coffee here, so she's hitting a couple shots.
No. Yes, I can't say that.
Yes, you can say that all you want.
I know I'm going to be enjoying a bottle of wine tonight, though.
There you go. We wish you all the success. We're going to do a follow-up, definitely. And like I said, please come back on the show and tell us, some business tips. We would really like to hear some business tips about, your adventures and, especially in the new year.
That is true.
As you move forward. And
I can do that because when you first start a business, like I said, it's not easy. You're going to make some mistakes. You might even tick off a couple people, So, knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power. I mean,
once you start, you just continue with what you want to do and don't let anybody get in your head about what it's not a good idea or a bad idea or whatever. Just follow your heart.
And what's the main thing? Pay those taxes.
That is true.
Pay those taxes.
Otherwise, they'll be coming to get you.
They're coming to get you. So. All right, we're gonna take it from there, you guys. You guys have a safe weekend. We are not done. We will be talking to you guys later on in the week. Check the website. You guys are gonna see Miss Shantae's some of her products. I hope you guys really take an interest in it. If you are interested in contact me. I will definitely get you in contact with her and you can get some orders going Also look at the YouTube, Facebook. We are on iHeart, Spotify, Facebook, you name it, we are there. We've been blessed to expand our little business and our information. Like you said, information is power. That is exactly why I do what I do, because I am giving the information so that our people and anybody who's interested can have the power.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll see you guys again next week.